Have you ever considered the possibility that everything you've ever said or known has already been said and known? Fascinating, isn't it? Let's dive into the ocean of the immutable truth. It's not an abstract concept, but a reality that transcends the boundaries of time and space. It's like the North Star, always there, guiding us through the darkness. Now imagine a vast library filled with every thought, idea, or piece of knowledge that has ever existed. This library doesn't reside in some far-off corner of the universe. It's within us, within you. Every thought you've ever had, every idea you've ever conceived, it's not new. It's a rediscovery, a remembrance of what has always been. It's as if we're archaeologists of the mind, unearthing ancient wisdom buried deep within our consciousness. Every aha moment, every flash of insight is merely dusting off the age-old wisdom that has always been there, waiting to be rediscovered. This concept may feel a bit unsettling. It's human nature to want to feel unique, original, but consider this. Even though every story has been told, every song sung, every idea thought, it's the individual interpretation, the personal perspective that makes it unique. It's like a prism reflecting light in a myriad of colors. The immutable truth is one, but it's perceived through the unique lens of our personal experience. It's the same truth, but it appears different to each of us, colored by our beliefs, our experiences, our understanding. And so the journey to truth isn't about seeking something new, but about peeling back the layers of illusion that prevent us from seeing what has always been. It's about quieting the noise of the outside world to hear the whisper of wisdom within. So next time you have a new idea, remember, you're just tapping into the eternal wisdom that has always been within you. Who doesn't love a good secret? But what if I told you there's no such thing as a secret? Yes, you heard it right. We often find ourselves chasing after hidden knowledge, that elusive wisdom which we believe is tucked away in some remote corner of the universe. But let's pause and reconsider this idea. Imagine a vast ocean. We are like sailors, each in our own vessel, navigating this boundless sea. We believe that somewhere out there, far from our current position, lies a treasure island filled with secrets waiting to be discovered. However, what if the real treasure is not on some distant island, but right beneath us, within the depths of the ocean that our vessel is floating on? This is not to say that there's no value in the knowledge we acquire from the world. Indeed, every piece of information, every experience, every interaction is a valuable part of our journey. However, the idea of hidden knowledge suggests that there's something out there that we need to find, something that is separate from us. This notion inherently creates a sense of lack within us, a sense of incompleteness. But here's the twist. The wisdom we seek is not outside, it's within us. We carry it in the depths of our being, much like the ocean beneath our vessel. So, instead of setting our sights on the horizon, we should be diving deep within ourselves. All the answers we seek, all the wisdom we crave is right there within us. This might sound counterintuitive. After all, we've been conditioned to believe that knowledge is something to be acquired, a commodity to be chased. But true wisdom is not a commodity. It's a realization. It's the realization of our own true nature, our own way of being. So let's take this inward journey and explore the depths of our own being. Let's dive into the ocean within and discover the treasures that lie in its depths. Because in the end, there are no hidden truths, just truths waiting to be discovered within ourselves. Ever been on a journey without leaving your living room? Welcome to the most exciting journey you'll ever embark on. Picture the universe, infinite and expanding. Now imagine that universe, not out there in the cosmos, but in here within you. Quite a fascinating thought, isn't it? This is not a mere metaphor, but a scientific reality. Quantum physics tells us that the universe is not separate from us, but rather, we're an integral part of it. We often think of journeys as something external, something that requires us to pack our bags and step out into the world. But the most profound journey we can take is not around the world, but into ourselves. It's like diving into the depths of an ocean that resides within us, full of unexplored treasures and mysteries. Think of it as the ultimate self-discovery mission. It's like going on a blind date with yourself, but instead of awkward silence, you're met with the harmonious symphony of your inner self. And surprise, surprise, you might just fall in love with the person you discover within. But remember, this journey isn't a walk in the park. You might stumble upon your fears, insecurities, and the shadows you've been trying to avoid. But don't worry, these aren't monsters under your bed. They're merely uninvited guests who overstayed their welcome. And guess what? You have the power to show them the door. This inner journey is not about finding new landscapes, but seeing with new eyes. It's not about gaining new information, but shedding old illusions. It's not about becoming someone else, but realizing who you truly are. So, are you ready to become the Christopher Columbus of your inner world? To explore the uncharted territories of your soul? To discover the truth that resides within you? Well then, fasten your mental seatbelts. The journey within is about to take off. Ever tried eavesdropping on your own thoughts? It's quite the chatterbox, isn't it? Indeed, our mind is a ceaseless storyteller, spinning yarns from dawn till dusk. It's like a grand theater of thoughts, emotions, and memories playing on a loop. But have you ever considered stepping back and simply observing this performance? Becoming a witness to our own thoughts and emotions is an enlightening exercise. It's like meeting ourselves in a new light, seeing the world through our own lens without the colors of prejudice or judgment. It's an invitation to a grand show where the main character, the hero, and the villain is you. This is not about suppressing thoughts or trying to empty the mind. It's about allowing thoughts to flow freely but observing them from a distance as if they are not part of us but separate entities. It's about detaching ourselves from the drama, the comedy, the tragedy that our mind loves to enact. Think of it as watching a movie. The scenes unfold, the characters come and go, there are moments of joy, moments of sorrow, but at the end of the day, it's just a movie. You are the audience, not the actor. You can enjoy the show without getting entangled in the plot. This practice of witnessing brings us closer to our truth. It helps us understand that we are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions. They are part of our experience, but they do not define us. We are the observer, the witness, the silent spectator. So next time when you find your mind racing, take a moment. Imagine yourself as a detached observer, watching the thoughts and emotions pass by like clouds in the sky. You'll be surprised at the clarity and peace this simple act can bring. So let's start listening to the chatter within. It's got some interesting tales to tell. Do you know the quickest route to the truth? It's not what you think. You see, we all have this unshakable belief that there's a universal roadmap to the truth, a one-size-fits-all journey that everyone should embark on. But let's pause for a moment and consider this. If every person is a unique world full of unexplored depths, wouldn't it make sense that each journey towards truth is just as unique? Imagine for a moment that you're an explorer, setting out on an adventure to discover a new land. You wouldn't follow the same path as someone else, would you? You'd carve your own path, discover your own mountains and valleys, your own rivers and forests. You'd make your own discoveries, experience your own joys and challenges. It's the same with the search for truth. Everyone's journey is different, and that's what makes it so fascinating. Some people might find their truth in the quiet moments of meditation, while others might find it in the bustling streets of a city. Some might find their truth in the pages of a book, while others might find it in the strokes of a paintbrush. The beauty of this journey is that there's no right or wrong path. There's no universal roadmap, no set of instructions to follow. The only compass you need is within you, guiding you towards your own unique truth. So don't be discouraged if your path doesn't look like someone else's. Don't be disheartened if your journey seems longer or more challenging. Remember, it's not about the destination, but the journey itself. It's about the lessons you learn, the wisdom you gain, and the person you become along the way. And let's not forget the element of surprise. The beauty of this journey is that you never know what you'll discover next. It's like opening a book and not knowing what the next page holds. It's exciting, it's thrilling, and it's absolutely worth it. Remember, your path to truth is as unique as your fingerprint. So leave your own mark on the journey. Do you hear that? That's the sound of your heart. It's got something to say. It's true. We often seek the truth in the noise of the world, in the clamor of voices, in the myriad of information. But have we ever paused to seek the truth in the silence of our own heart? That's where the deepest wisdom resides, in the silent whispers of our heart, in the quietude that is often drowned out by the demands of the outer world. Silence, my friends, is not merely the absence of sound. It is a space, a realm, a sanctuary where we can truly connect with our inner wisdom. It is in this quietude that we can hear the soft murmurs of truth, the subtle guidance that our heart generously offers. In the rush of our lives, we often forget to listen to our own heart, the very core of our being. We are so engrossed in the cacophony outside that we ignore the symphony inside. But the heart, my friends, is patient. It waits for us to quieten the noise, to still our thoughts, to create a space where its voice can be heard. In the silence of our heart, we find a compass, a guide that leads us to our truth. It is here that we discover our deepest desires, our highest aspirations, our truest selves. It is here that we connect with the essence of who we truly are. And how do we reach this silence? It's simple. Just pause, take a breath, close your eyes and listen. Listen to the rhythm of your heart, the melody of your soul, the symphony of your being. It might take some time, some patience, but once you begin to hear, you will realize that your heart has always been speaking. It has always been guiding you towards your truth. So shush for a moment and listen. You might be surprised at what your heart has to say. So we've journeyed within, listened to our thoughts, and discovered our unique path to truth. What's next? Well, like a cat chasing its tail, we may find ourselves coming full circle, only to realize that we've been carrying the truth within us all along. It's a bit like going on a wild goose chase for your glasses, only to find them perched on your head, isn't it? Over the course of our conversation, we've discovered that truth is a constant, unchangeable entity. It's not a secret, nor is it hidden knowledge. It's the very essence of who we are, a part of our being that's as integral as our heartbeat. We've also realized that everything we say or know has already been said or known. It's like that old saying, there's nothing new under the sun. But remember, it's not about discovering something new, but about rediscovering what's already within us. It's a journey of self-discovery, of peeling back the layers of our own consciousness to uncover the truth that lies within. We've talked about the importance of being a witness to our thoughts and emotions, of looking for the truth not in words, but in the silence of our hearts. And we've acknowledged that each of us has a unique path to truth, a journey that's as individual as our fingerprints. So, what's next, you ask? Well, keep exploring, keep questioning. Remember, the journey to self-discovery isn't a destination, but a never-ending path. It's a bit like climbing a mountain. The higher you go, the more you can see. And just remember, on those days when the climb feels too steep or the path too rocky, don't lose heart. After all, even the tallest mountains have valleys, and it's in those valleys that we often find the most beautiful flowers. So embrace the journey, the highs and the lows, the peaks and the valleys, because it's in the journey that we truly find ourselves. As we wrap up, I'll leave you with a bit of humor to ponder. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because it was outstanding in its field. Just like the Scarecrow when it comes to seeking truth, be outstanding in your field. Stand tall, seek, and you shall find. Remember, the truth is not out there, it's within you. So look inside and let the adventure begin. And who knows, you might just find that you're not chasing your tail after all. You've been carrying the truth within you all along, like a diamond waiting to be discovered. So go on, let your inner light shine and illuminate the path to your truth.